What to look for in a photographer. Are you looking to hire a photographer, but you're not sure what makes one better than another? Seems like anyone can go out and buy a fancy camera these days, but what actually makes someone a good photographer and makes them a good fit for you? I'm going to break down the 3 most important things to consider when choosing your photographer. And this is how I choose photographers when I pick people to photograph me.
It's showtime.
Hello, my name is Mike Lloyd. I have been a portrait photographer in Silicon Valley, California for 12 years. I have photographed a ton of people. I've taught photographers all over the world, and having hired my own photographers to do some branding and marketing photos for myself, I've got experience on both sides of the camera, and I want to share some of those lessons with you on how I choose photographers that are a good fit for me. Also, how I help my own photography students differentiate themselves in ways that are actually important. So the 3 things: can you see yourself in their work? How do they guide you? And number 3, how do they deliver their photos? So let's start with the first one. Can you see yourself in their work? I didn't ask if you like their style. That should be a given, that if you don't like their photos, you're not even going to consider them. But can you see yourself in their work? Because somebody might be light and airy or dark and moody. They could be very cinematic, very candid, very natural looking, all of these different things. But just like you wouldn't go into a sushi restaurant and say, man, this is the best sushi I've ever had. Can you guys make me a lasagna or a pastrami sandwich instead? You wouldn't ask a photographer who does all outdoor boho style farm photos if they can do an urban fashion shoot. So if you can look at the photos and see yourself in those images, then that could be a good fit for you. And it goes beyond just asking one creative to do something different than they would normally do, because as creatives, we can work in different kinds of environments, different kinds of setups. But in order for me to guarantee the results that I promise to my clients, I know what I need to start with in order to do that. Whether it's time of day, it's certain kind of weather, it's certain lighting equipment, maybe I need extra help there at the session, hair and makeup. I'm only going to do a shoot where I know I can control all of those things to guarantee results for my clients. And that's the kind of work that I show off. So I'm not willing to do those other kinds of things. And any respectable photographer should also have boundaries on what they are and are not willing to do so that they can promise the same kind of results for you. So when you look at somebody's work, do you see yourself in those images? Does that resonate with you? Cool. Let's go to the next step. How do they guide you? This means a lot of different things from beginning to the end of the process. So as far as the website, do they preemptively answer questions that you're probably going to ask? As far as the process of booking, the timelines, who is this a good fit for? All of these things. Do you know who they are? What is their experience like? Why are they doing this? Why do people choose them? Have they ever done this before? What about reviews, client testimonials, things like that? So hopefully they provide those things for you. What about a preparation guide? Do they help you pick out outfits? Do they tell you what kind of outfits don't work well? Picking locations, do they help you with that? All of these things are really important. Posing. I love posing. It's one of the things that I'm known for in the photography community. I have a book coming out soon. Hopefully by the time this is live, my book is published and all about boudoir posing, because I have a very different take on it. And I get to travel the country and teach others how to do it. I love posing. Most photographers, when they get started at least, do not understand posing, which is fine. We all learn somewhere. But if you step in front of a photographer and they say, just be you, be yourself, be natural. Like, what does that even mean? I'm naturally slumped over in a chair, with a glass of wine and a plate of tacos in my lap. Like, I don't want to be photographed like that though. So tell me how to stand, how to position myself. Where do I look? Where does this arm go? What do I do with my hands? A photographer will guide you through all of that. Same thing with the selection process. Which images do you like? What do you want to do with them? They will walk you through everything start to finish. So ask those kind of questions. Will they help you pose? Do they help you choose your images? What about outfits, locations, all of that? A good photographer and one who will be a good fit for you will help you with all of those things. It's not your job to know how to do any of those. It's ours. And then if that feels good, Number 3, how do they deliver their images? If any legit photographer is just offering to give you all your family photos on a thumb drive or a Google download for $99, they are not probably a legit photographer. We believe in the power of print. Any legitimate photographer will charge accordingly and want to deliver professional quality results to you. If you don't want to pay for professional quality photo albums and wall art, totally cool. There's a photographer for every price point, for every expectation. There's no right or wrong answer. And I don't mean to say that one style or one form of delivery is better than another. It just needs to be a good fit for you. And if a photographer doesn't offer the things that you want, or they only offer other things and they're not willing to do the things that you want, then maybe they're not going to be a good fit for you. I know that if somebody wants to book me for a portrait session and they only want one digital image for their family Christmas cards or something, I'm not going to be a good fit because I don't sell individual images and I don't want to. I didn't put in all of this time and energy and work and the money it cost me to put on a shoot to sell one digital image. Like, it would still be a $3,000 digital image. And if you want to do that, groovy, but most people don't. I'd rather give you a gorgeous album and wall art to put up, smaller prints that you can share with the family. And then you know what? I'll just give you one of those photos that you can print for your holiday cards as well. But I want you to have a professional representation of all of this magic that we created for you. So there you go. That's how I choose a photographer that's a good fit for me. If I can see myself in their work, if they will guide me through the entire process, so I'm not having to guess and figure things out on my own at any step, and if they deliver images the way that I want to receive them. And that's it. It's pretty straightforward. So now hopefully you have a better game plan going into the selection process. I've got another video on my channel, how to choose the right photographer for you, which covers a couple extra little things that I didn't go over in this video, and also other FAQ videos on how to prepare for your session. What do we do with the photos? How do you store all these family photos? Good stuff like that. And if you have any questions you'd like me to answer on this channel, shoot me an email, mike@boudoirguild.com, and I am happy to help. You are amazing. See you inside.